Hello! We're excited to show you our native speech capabilities.
Where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speaking English Perfect. I'm Emma.
And I'm Ryan. Hi, everybody.
We're so happy you're here today. In this video, we're going to talk about going to the auto repair shop. That means taking your car for maintenance, describing car problems, talking to mechanics, and understanding repairs.
Yes, exactly. Car problems can be stressful, especially if you need to explain them in English. Knowing the right vocabulary and phrases makes everything much easier.
That's right, and we're going to share our own experiences with car repairs. Ryan and I have both dealt with mechanics and auto shops.
Before we start, please remember to like this video and subscribe to Speaking English Perfect. It really helps us, and it helps you practice real, everyday English.
Yes, please do. Okay, Ryan, are you ready to talk about auto repair shops?
I'm ready. This is such a practical topic.
So, Ryan, let me start by asking you, what is an auto repair shop?
An auto repair shop, also called a garage or mechanic shop, is a place where vehicles are serviced, maintained, and repaired by trained professionals called mechanics or technicians.
What's the difference between a mechanic and a technician?
The terms are often used interchangeably, but technically, a technician has more formal training and certification, while a mechanic is a more general term. Both work on cars.
What kinds of services do auto repair shops provide?
They do routine maintenance like oil changes and tire rotations, diagnostic services to identify problems, repairs for engines, brakes, transmissions, and electrical systems, and inspections.
What's routine maintenance?
Routine maintenance is regular service that keeps your car running well and prevents problems. It includes oil changes, filter replacements, fluid checks, and tire care.
How often should you do routine maintenance?
It depends on your car and driving habits, but typically every 3,000 to 5,000 miles for oil changes and other services according to your owner's manual schedule.
What's an owner's manual?
An owner's manual is the book that comes with your car. It contains information about your vehicle's features, maintenance schedule, and specifications.
Have you had many car problems, Ryan?
Yes, unfortunately. Last year, my check engine light came on and I had to take my car to the shop. It turned out to be a faulty oxygen sensor.
What about you, Emma? Any car trouble? Oh, yes. A few months ago, my car was making a strange grinding noise when I braked. I took it to the mechanic and they had to replace my brake pads. It was expensive but necessary for safety.
That sounds serious. Okay, let's talk about common car problems. What are some issues people experience?
Engine problems, brake issues, transmission trouble, battery failure, flat tires, overheating, strange noises, warning lights on the dashboard, and fluid leaks.
Let's talk about warning lights. What are the most common ones?
The check engine light, oil pressure light, battery light, brake warning light, tire pressure light, and temperature warning light. Each indicates a specific problem.
What should you do if a warning light comes on?
Don't ignore it. Some lights mean you should stop driving immediately, like the temperature or oil pressure light. Others, like the check engine light, mean you should get it checked soon.
What does the check engine light mean?
It indicates a problem with your engine or emission system. It could be something minor, like a loose gas cap, or something serious, like engine damage. You need a diagnostic test to find out.
How much does a diagnostic test cost?
Usually between $50 and $150, depending on the shop. Some places offer free diagnostics if you get the repair done there.
Okay, let's talk about how to describe car problems to a mechanic. What should you say?
Be as specific as possible. Describe what's happening, when it happens, what it sounds like, smells like, or feels like, and when you first noticed it.
Can you give some examples?
Sure. My car makes a squealing noise when I brake. The engine is overheating after about 20 minutes of driving. There's a burning smell coming from under the hood. My car pulls to the right when I drive.
What does pulls to the right mean?
It means the car drifts or steers to one side without you turning the wheel. This usually indicates alignment issues or uneven tire pressure.
What other symptoms should you mention?
Vibrations, difficulty starting, poor acceleration, decreased fuel efficiency, leaking fluids, smoke from the exhaust, or any unusual behavior.
What if you don't know how to describe the problem?
Do your best to explain what you're experiencing. You can say, something doesn't feel right, or it's making a weird noise. The mechanic can often diagnose it through a test drive. Hello, we're excited to show you our native speech capabilities.
Where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started.
Emma, what's a test drive?
A test drive is when the mechanic drives your car to experience the problem firsthand. This helps them understand what's wrong.
Okay, let's talk about the process of taking your car to the shop. What's the first step?
Call ahead to make an appointment. Explain the problem briefly and ask when they can see you. Some shops take walk-ins, but appointments ensure they have time for you.
What's a walk-in?
A walk-in is when you show up without an appointment. Some shops accept walk-ins for quick services like oil changes, but major repairs usually need appointments.
What should you bring with you?
Your driver's license, car registration, insurance information, and any service records if you have them. Also, bring a list of problems you've noticed.
What are service records?
Service records are documents showing your car's maintenance history. What work was done, when, and by whom. They help mechanics understand your car's condition.
What happens when you arrive at the shop?
You check in at the service desk, explain the problem to the service advisor, and they write up a work order describing what needs to be checked or fixed.
What's a service advisor?
A service advisor is the person who communicates between you and the mechanics. They listen to your concerns, explain the repairs, and provide estimates.
What's an estimate?
An estimate is an approximate cost for the repairs. It includes parts and labor. Good shops provide written estimates before starting work.
Should you always get an estimate?
Absolutely. Never authorize repairs without knowing the cost. Get it in writing and ask them to call you if they find additional problems.
What's the difference between parts and labor?
Parts are the physical components being replaced, like brake pads or filters. Labor is the cost of the mechanic's time and expertise to do the work.
How is labor charged?
Usually by the hour. Labor rates vary, but typically range from $75 to $150 per hour, depending on location and shop type.
Are dealerships more expensive than independent shops?
Generally, yes. Dealerships often charge more but use original manufacturer parts and have specialized training for specific brands. Independent shops are usually cheaper but still reliable.
What's a dealership?
A dealership is an authorized seller and service center for a specific car brand, like a Honda dealership or Toyota dealership. They specialize in that brand.
Okay, let's talk about common repairs. What's an oil change?
An oil change means draining old engine oil and replacing it with fresh oil, plus installing a new oil filter. It's the most basic and important maintenance.
How often should you change your oil?
Most modern cars need oil changes every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, but check your owner's manual. Some synthetic oils last up to 10,000 miles.
What's synthetic oil?
Synthetic oil is artificially made oil that lasts longer and performs better than conventional oil, especially in extreme temperatures. It costs more but protects your engine better.
What about brake service? What does that involve?
Brake service can mean replacing brake pads, resurfacing or replacing rotors, replacing brake fluid, or fixing brake lines. It depends on what's worn or damaged.
What are brake pads?
Brake pads are the parts that press against the rotors to slow down your car. They wear down over time and need replacement every 30,000 to 70,000 miles.
What are rotors?
Rotors, also called brake discs, are the metal discs that the brake pads clamp onto. They can become warped or worn and may need resurfacing or replacement.
How do you know when brakes need service?
Warning signs include squealing or grinding noises, vibration when braking, the brake pedal feeling soft or spongy, or the car pulling to one side when you brake.
What about tire service? What does that include?
Tire rotation, balancing, alignment, pressure checks, and replacement when they're worn out. Proper tire maintenance improves safety and fuel efficiency.
What's tire rotation?
Tire rotation means moving tires to different positions on your car so they wear evenly. Front tires often wear faster, so rotating them extends their life.
How often should you rotate tires?
Every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, or with every other oil change. Check your owner's manual for specific recommendations.
What's wheel alignment?
Alignment adjusts the angles of your wheels so they're positioned correctly. Proper alignment prevents uneven tire wear and keeps your car driving straight.
Hello! We're excited to show you our native speech capabilities.
Where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started.
How do you know if you need alignment?
If your car pulls to one side, the steering wheel is off-center when driving straight, or your tires are wearing unevenly, you probably need alignment.
How about battery service?
Battery service includes testing the battery's charge, cleaning corrosion from terminals, and replacing the battery if it's weak or dead.
How long do car batteries last?
Typically 3 to 5 years depending on climate and usage. Extreme heat or cold shortens battery life.
What are signs of a dying battery?
Slow engine cranking when starting, dim headlights, the battery warning light, electrical problems, or needing jump starts frequently.
What's a jump start?
A jump start uses another car's battery and jumper cables to provide power to start a car with a dead battery. It's a temporary solution.
What about transmission problems? What are those?
The transmission shifts gears in your car. Problems include slipping gears, delayed shifting, grinding noises, or leaking transmission fluid. Transmission repairs are expensive.
How expensive?
Minor transmission repairs might cost $500 to $1,000, but major repairs or replacement can cost $2,000 to $5,000 or more. It's one of the most expensive repairs.
That's a lot. What about cooling system problems? What are those?
The cooling system prevents your engine from overheating. Problems include leaking coolant, a faulty thermostat, a broken water pump, or a damaged radiator.
What's coolant?
Coolant, also called antifreeze, is a liquid that circulates through your engine to keep it at the proper temperature. It prevents overheating and freezing.
What happens if your car overheats?
Overheating can cause serious engine damage. If your temperature gauge goes into the red zone or you see steam, pull over immediately, turn off the engine, and call for help.
Okay, let's talk about costs. How can you save money on car repairs?
Do regular maintenance to prevent problems. Get multiple estimates for major repairs. Ask about aftermarket parts instead of original parts, and learn to do simple maintenance yourself.
What are aftermarket parts?
Aftermarket parts are made by companies other than the original manufacturer. They're usually cheaper and often just as good, though quality varies.
What are original parts?
Original parts, also called OEM parts, original equipment manufacturer, are made by the car's manufacturer. They're guaranteed to fit and meet factory standards, but cost more.
Should you always use original parts?
Not necessarily. For critical safety components like brakes, many people prefer OEM parts. For other parts, quality aftermarket parts work fine and save money.
What simple maintenance can you do yourself?
Checking and adding fluids, replacing windshield wipers, changing air filters, checking tire pressure, and replacing light bulbs. These are easy and save money.
What about warranties? What are those?
A warranty is a guarantee that covers repairs for a certain time or mileage. New cars come with manufacturer warranties. Repair shops often provide warranties on their work.
How long do repair warranties last?
It varies, but typically 30 days to 1 year for parts and labor. Always ask about the warranty before authorizing repairs.
What if you're not satisfied with the repair?
Talk to the service advisor or manager immediately. Explain the problem clearly. Reputable shops will fix issues covered by their warranty at no additional cost.
How do you find a good mechanic?
Ask friends and family for recommendations, read online reviews, check if they're certified by organizations like ASE, and start with small jobs to test their service.
What's ASE?
ASE stands for Automotive Service Excellence. It's a certification program that tests mechanics' knowledge and skills. ASE-certified mechanics have proven expertise.
What are red flags to watch for?
Refusing to provide written estimates, pressuring you to authorize unnecessary repairs, not explaining what's wrong, poor communication, or extremely low prices that seem too good to be true.
What should you ask before authorizing repairs?
What exactly is wrong? Why does it need to be fixed? What happens if I don't fix it now? How much will it cost? How long will it take? Is there a warranty?
What if you can't afford the repair right away?
Ask if the problem is urgent or can wait. Some shops offer payment plans. For major repairs, get multiple estimates. Consider whether repair costs exceed your car's value.
What does that mean?
If repair costs are more than your car is worth, it might make more financial sense to sell it and buy a different car rather than invest in expensive repairs.
That's a tough decision. What about emergency situations? What if your car breaks down on the road?
Pull over safely, turn on hazard lights, call roadside assistance or a tow truck, and stay with your car if it's safe. Don't try to fix major problems on the roadside.
What's roadside assistance?
Roadside assistance is a service that helps with breakdowns. They can jumpstart your battery, change a flat tire, deliver fuel, or tow your car. Many insurance policies include it.
What's a tow truck?
A tow truck is a vehicle that transports broken down cars to repair shops. Towing can be expensive, so check if your insurance covers it.
Okay, let's talk about communicating with mechanics. What phrases are useful?
Yes, good idea. Let's review the vocabulary together.
First phrase is auto repair shop or garage. This is where cars are fixed. For example, I'm taking my car to the auto repair shop tomorrow.
Next word, mechanic or technician. This is a person who repairs cars. For example, the mechanic said I need new brake pads.
Next phrase, routine maintenance. This is regular service to keep your car running well. For example, don't skip routine maintenance or you'll have bigger problems later.
Next phrase, check engine light. This is a warning light on your dashboard. For example, my check engine light came on, so I need a diagnostic test.
Next phrase, diagnostic test. This identifies car problems using a computer. For example, the diagnostic test showed a problem with the oxygen sensor.
Next word, estimate. This is the approximate cost of repairs. For example, always get a written estimate before authorizing repairs.
Next phrase, parts and labor. These are the two components of repair costs. For example, the total cost is $500, $200 for parts and $300 for labor.
Next phrase, oil change. This is replacing old engine oil with fresh oil. For example, I get an oil change every 5,000 miles.
Next phrase, brake pads. These are parts that wear down and need replacement. For example, my brake pads were completely worn out and needed replacing.
Next phrase, tire rotation. This is moving tires to different positions for even wear. For example, I get a tire rotation with every oil change.
Next word, alignment. This adjusts wheel angles for proper driving. For example, my car was pulling to the right, so I needed an alignment.
Next word, battery. This provides electrical power to start your car. For example, my battery died, so I needed a jump start.
Next word, warranty. This is a guarantee covering repairs. For example, the repair comes with a 1-year warranty on parts and labor.
Last phrase, roadside assistance. This is help when your car breaks down. For example, I called roadside assistance when I got a flat tire on the highway.
Perfect!
Okay, everyone, that's the end of today's lesson. We talked about auto repair shops, common car problems, how to describe issues to mechanics, and understanding repairs and costs.
Yes, and remember, regular maintenance prevents expensive repairs. Find a trustworthy mechanic, don't ignore warning lights, and always get written estimates before authorizing work.
Exactly. Car problems are stressful, but knowing the right vocabulary and questions to ask makes the experience much easier. Take care of your car, and it will take care of you.
Now, we have a question for you.
Yes, here is our question of the day. Have you ever had a car problem that required a visit to the mechanic? What was wrong with your car, and how did the mechanic fix it? Or what's the most important car maintenance you do regularly?
For example, I can say, last year, my car started making a terrible grinding noise when I braked. I was really worried. I took it to my mechanic, and he said my brake pads were completely worn down and had damaged the rotors. He replaced both the pads and rotors. It cost about $400, but now my brakes work perfectly and I feel safe driving again.
And I can say I'm pretty good about routine maintenance. Every 5,000 miles, I get an oil change and tire rotation. I also check my tire pressure monthly and keep all my service records organized. Last month, during an oil change, the mechanic noticed my battery was getting weak, so I replaced it before it died. Preventative maintenance saves money in the long run.
So please write your answer in the comments below. We love reading your comments.
Yes, please share with us. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Speaking English Perfect.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Take care.